Well, joining us now from Port Harcourt, the River State capital, is Ezekiel Udofia, Chairman, Niger Delta Peace Movement, joins us live now. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you for joining us on Daybreak. Well, let me begin by asking, because one key subject that is of serious concern at the moment is what is currently playing out in River State, the Wike versus Fubara matter. And in your assessment, how well have both parties handled this issue? Secondly, the Peace Committee, Reconciliation Committee that was put in place, give me your assessment of how they have been able to step in to intervene.
Yes, thank you very much. You see, this matter is beyond the way we are saying it. First, the governor will sit down and understand that he has first a relationship with the former governor and the present minister of FCT. You must go back. You can't be in the page of newspaper or in the national TV saying, I want to go and present budgets. This narrative is so wrong that some people, some PANDEF leaders are the one encouraging him to do this. Yes, the minister is angry because God used him to bring the present governor. The governor will see himself as someone who is piloting the affair of the state, whom should be happy and glad that a man, God used him to bring him to become the governor of River State. This issue of PANDEF saying they want to pull out from the peace accord does not really come in. What they should be doing now is that they should sit down and ask themselves as an individual, if this thing that is happening to Wike, the minister, happens to them, what would they do? Would they really take it the way they are saying it? Because it's easy for someone to say these things, sir. Now, let me bring history back, if you may permit me. In 2011, former Governor Rotimi Amechi with Sule Lamido went around the whole northern Nigeria and went down across Nigeria to support their brother, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, who succeeded late President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. What happened? Goodluck emerged as president, haven't had the support from Amechi. These same Ijaw leaders, some people stand up and say, oh, now we are Ijaw. They forgot that a man sacrificed this. Sule Lamido is alive. You can find this out from him. All that happens, they now did what? They neglected Amechi. And this thing continues until when they plot to remove Goodluck. So what we are asking for is first, the PANDEF leaders, where were they when the president intervened? They said no, the president does not have the constitutional right to intervene in a matter. When these things have gotten to this point, they are now calling on the president to come and intervene. In the same matter, they have spoiled. First and foremost, we must stop giving a narrative that we are the monopoly of everything. The minister of FCT is bitter as a human being. The governor should look for the minister of FCT. Go and beg him and say, Oga, God used you to bring me as a governor. Please, I have offended you as a human being. Forgive me. No matter what we are saying, Wike, the minister of FCT, will also sit back. This matter of we narrating the story looking like, oh, the minister of FCT is the devil, oh, he doesn't have right to also air his view, is wrong. We must condemn what is meant to be condemned. Because whether you like it or not, the governor will also do well. The governor should...
Mr. Udofia, I need you to just allow me to come in a bit. Are you accusing PANDEF of, of not allowing peace to reign because their major priority is to, because they have set a peace committee in place and they said, look, we have been able to set a committee in place, but because we cannot have access to these parties involved in the reconciliation process, we may, have to go ahead to disband it. Are you accusing PANDEF of, of the whole issue or behind, the whole issue that is ongoing. Please talk to us about that one.
Yes, I am not accusing the entire PANDEF. I am accusing some members of the PANDEF who have continued to raise a narrative like, oh, it does not matter. That what matters is that the Wike must do the governor bidding. Oga, Wike have been a former governor, a current minister of FCT. This was how they underrated the same Amechi, this same set of people, calling, oh, we are Ijo. You see this Ijo thing? We are all from the South and inclusive Niger Delta. So we should be talking as brother and sister, not giving one narrative that, oh, some other people do not have what it takes to make a leader. Because whether you like it or not, the minister of FCT sat down in his own wisdom and think that the current governor, Sasim Fubara, is the right person to succeed him. But what now happened? The same members of PANDEF, some members in the PANDEF, now when ginger the governor, make the governor to be provoked and said, oh, we are in charge, we are in charge. This was how they did to Goodluck, and that happened. So we are calling that the PANDEF should call their members to order equally, because some of them are going back calling that, oh, it doesn't matter. What matters is their own narrative matters. So their own narrative should not matter when a national issue is involved. Now they are calling on the same president that they say do not have a constitutional right. I can name those who were championing this matter when it was involved.
Okay. With the threat of impeachment, hanging over Governor Fubara, the youth are threatening to attack oil installations if that happens. What's your take on these? And being the chairman of a Niger Delta Peace Movement, are you aware that that threat is currently on ground?
Sir, we are all from this region. Anybody can pull out a threat. We are not calling on once the minister and the governor resolve, there will not be any impeachment. All we need is for peace resolution. The minister is having occasion today that we know. The governor should go to that event. Sir, let me also bring a history. Sir Sullivan Chime, the former governor of Enugu State, brought in Ugwuanyi. When Ugwuanyi had issue with Sullivan Chime, he got to a point. Ugwuanyi have to go to the house of Sullivan to beg, to say, this is not what you think, Oga. You are my Oga. God used you to make me governor. Sir, whether you like it or not, some of these people agitating, oh, sin, oh, this, that. If this same thing happens to them, would they take it the way they are also saying it? Let us also be frank and be sincere to ourselves. Because when we are calling on the minister, we should also be calling the governor to be truthful, to be sincere, to go and rekindle his relationship with the honorable minister. He had the relationship before the minister deemed fit to produce him as a governor. The minister did not just see a man that was on the street and say, oh, I want to pick you to become a governor. There was a relationship. So what happened to that relationship? The governor must go back and re-establish that relationship. And the governor should also be thankful that he had an understanding president. Sir, in 1999 to 2007, when then President Obasanjo was in power, if this has happened, we knew how this would have gone. This is not a time to call, oh, we want to destroy pipeline, oh, we want to destroy the things that give us the needed resources to build the nation at large. But this is the time for we to be sincere. I am calling on all the youths in the Niger Delta as a whole that we must be sincere and we must drop violence on the ground.
In the past, the Niger Delta region seems to be known for peace, especially with amnesty program and with the past administration, especially the Jonathan administration from the Yar'Adua administration. What has changed since those days? Some argue also that local corruption has been as damaging as federal neglect. How do you think we can ensure development fund actually reach affected communities, and what immediate economic alternatives could, redirect this energy towards rebuilding the region?
Yes. First, the politicians must be sincere. Some people have been given money and they ate it on behalf of others. And they swallow this money and believe that. Can you imagine that the former minister of petroleum under Goodluck, that is from this zone, ate the money that was given to develop the Bayelsa? So many people have been given money to develop this region, but because of their selfishness, because of their hatred to other people, they don't see other people as their brothers and their sisters. They see their only family, and they believe that they should never be given access to others. That is why you see we are calling on this our region. First, let our leaders be sincere. Those who are in the position of authority must be seen to be fair to others, because everybody cannot be a politician and everybody cannot also be a governor at the same time. But all we are calling for is that when you are being given an opportunity to serve, like what the Minister of FCT is doing, I will tell you, if other people can emulate, and also I will want to this point draw on the former governors who have also done well in the Niger Delta, like the former governor, immediate past governor of Akwa Ibom State, who did well in his administration. Other successive governors who try to build their states, because whether you like it or not, there must be states before there's a federal government. There must be local government before there's a state.
I'd like to comment at this time.
All this is all inclusive. Yes, sir.
Just pardon me to comment, because you mentioned the fact that people should emulate what the FCT Minister Wike is doing. And in terms of, if you watch the media chat in the week, there were comments and reactions after that media chat, especially with comment to regards to peace in Rivers State. What would you say? Because some people have accused the FCT minister of the mastermind behind the crisis rocking the Rivers State at the moment. So speak to us about that. Some have accused him as also being behind what is also happening in the assembly as well. So how will you describe those who have said Wike is behind the problem in Rivers State?
So first, let us go back to the basis. How did this problem started? This problem started because the governor went to work with the enemies of the minister. Who are these enemies of the ministers? They know themselves. How did you come into office as a governor? You knew how you emerge. And God helped you emerge. Without the help of these people, the minister said, I have my own political understanding and alignment. Whether you like it or not, every man has what he believes in. As individual, the statement made by the minister, I am not encouraging violence, neither am I encouraging the governor being impeached. But whether you like it or not, sir, as a human being, you will be pained. The minister was also being pained that he produced a man after God had used him to produce a man, and that they hijacked this man from him and they want to box him somewhere. So if you are the minister, whether you like it or not, you also react same way. So these same people call it saying, oh, it is the minister's statement that I've done this, that I've done that. We are not disputing that. We are not disputing that far. But we are saying that while saying this, also be sincere in your mind and come out to say the truth. What is the truth? The truth should be said that we are all wrong. Please, how can we rebuild our state? How can we rebuild our region? How can we make this country be better for all of us? Not we drawing a narrative that, oh, it is only what the minister say. So the big thing that you people have also been saying in your camp, it is not wrong. In this whole state now, as I'm talking to you, everywhere the governor, I must commend the governor first. For despite all that has happened, he has actually grown to show that he's a man of peace. But I don't want this peace to only be in the media. I want this peace to be, let him take the camera to the minister's house and say, Oga, I came to see you, and let the minister not open. The minister of FCT is in the River State now. So let the governor look for the minister of FCT, go to his occasion, say, Oga, let them not recognize him. Let it be that he has looked for all way of maintaining peace. And then I will now join him to champion that the minister of FCT is not a problem within the states.
I like the fact that you spoke about the need to rebuild the region and bring about peace. And talking about peace, and specifically on Akwa Ibom State, I'd like us to focus on Akwa Ibom State, which has a reputation for being one of the most peaceful states in the country, if not the most peaceful in the Niger Delta. How was this being made possible over the years? Looking at the governors you have had, for instance, from Akwa Ibom, Udom, Emmanuel, and some other governors you've had in the past, because someone wonders, how have you been able to maintain peace in that particular state when you look at the entire region?
Yes. I want to first thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak about. First, I am from Akwa Ibom State. You see, Akwa Ibom have actually enjoyed this peace because first, the founders of the states, those who have led the states before now, let me start from 1999, led by Obong Victor Tar. He tried to make sure that there was no really developmental strive in the state before now. Obong Victor Tar now started developing the states by giving those facilities that will make the state to be viable, by building the airport. Then Godswill Akpabio came and completed it. He built Le Meridian Hotel. Then Godswill Akpabio came, expanded to international airport. While Atta was proposing for a local airport, Godswill Akpabio came with his own vision, expanded to international airport. Then he now clustered to the point where Udom, Governor Udom, the immediate past governor, came in. Udom now said, we can no longer see these states as a one narrow state. Let us see how we can develop this state by building those factories, those companies that he thought that could actually exist to the times of being. But what is now befalling us now as a state is that we are calling on all those, because I want to take this opportunity to also advertise the states, because the states must be given a position to be advertised. Udom Emmanuel tried his best by making sure that the states have a proper direction, building factories, building industries, and also developing the people. Udom was a silent developer. He made millionaires out of Akwa Ibom State and also gave people a sense of belonging. You see, that is why you see the current governor today is building on that same developmental strive. And I want to also disabuse the mind of those who called for the former governor to be probed that, oh, he stole the tune of 700 billion. Sir, there is nothing like that. I was one of the critics of Udom, but having coming to realize that Udom did well in developing Akwa Ibom people, in giving Akwa Ibom people a sense of belonging, in making sure that Akwa Ibom youth have a job to afford for themselves. Like you can talk about the farm that he built, the tomatoes farm, the coconut factory, the shrimp factory, and he tried to open the battery factory and the pickup pens in Etinan. All these were founded that Udom did well to develop Akwa Ibom. So that is why you see that in my present governor today, Pastor Dr. Umoino,
all right,
he's doing well. That is why you see the Arrives agenda. He's also emulating and championing the state, that the people in the state will have a sense of belonging.
All right. I think a good place to leave it. Thank you so much for your time. Ezekiel Udofia is the chairman of Niger Delta Peace Movement. Thank you for coming on Daybreak.